Hello, welcome everybody, it's time for another Star Trek product review. If you have watched my channel for the last 2 weeks, I have done 2 parts of my 3-part review of Star Trek 1 to 10 Limited Collector's Edition Blu-ray box set from 2003. Now let's continue where I stopped. So this is the final thing in the box set, and it's a very thick book containing the actual 10 or actually 12 Blu-ray discs. So on this side you can see description of the first 6 original series movies, and here you can see the discs for the movie Star Trek the Motion Picture and Star Trek the Wrath of Khan. Now this is Star Trek the Motion Picture, and as you can clearly see, the label is based on the original poster and it looks absolutely wonderful. Compare it with the normal American release with the boring blue labels. I think they were blue or maybe they were white, but the thing is that this looks a million times better than the discs, and you can clearly see you can match it with the back. This is Star Trek II The Wrath of Khan, again clearly based on the theatrical poster. FSK 12, meaning for kids older than 12, if I remember correctly, the German classification. This is a box set which was released in the UK and Germany, only as far as I know. Now, on these 2 pages you can see the discs for Star Trek 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is again a wonderfully looking Star Trek 3 The Search for Spock. Again, you can clearly see it was inspired by the theatrical poster. This one is Star Trek 4 The Voyage Home. However, I'm not sure what's it based on because I didn't find such a theatrical poster. This is the poster I found online, and I couldn't find anything which matched the picture of Kirk and Spock. Only some DVD covers, but not real posters, which is very interesting. If there was a theatrical poster for maybe some country which had Kirk and Spock and the Bird of Prey, feel free to let me know. This is Star Trek V The Final Frontier, the first and only movie directed by William Shatner, or actually Star Trek movie, and here you can again see it's based on the theatrical poster. The movie which almost killed the franchise, which I actually must admit I like the movie. I don't think it's as bad as everybody says. It's definitely not great, but it does have very interesting parts. This is Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country, one of my personal favorite Star Trek movies. Again, the disc label is clearly based on the theatrical poster. Now these are all the 6 the original series movies, TOS movies. So now let's switch to Star Trek The Next Generation. And movie number 1 is Star Trek Generations. The label shows us Captain Kirk and Captain Picard, exactly like the poster, but the position of the USS Enterprise is different on the poster and different on the label. Now, funny thing is that in Germany it was for children above 12, in the UK about 15. Interesting. Now, First Contact, my personal favorite of the Next Generation movies. Again, you can clearly see it was inspired by the theatrical poster, but it does not include the Borg drones on the bottom, as it was on the poster. This has a 12 rating for all three countries. The first one seems to be UK, the second one Ireland, and the third one Germany. Now let's move this one a little bit. The third movie, or movie number 9 if you want, is Star Trek Insurrection. The disc label is again based on the theatrical poster. And in the UK it's PG. In Germany it's 12. That's really interesting. And when I said that I don't consider Star Trek 5 to be the worst one, this is, to me, the worst Star Trek movie. Or I can decide between Star Trek Nemesis and the Star Trek 2009 reboot. So this is Star Trek Nemesis. Trademark and copyright 2002. And these are the 2 bonus discs. They are exactly the same as they were on the American 2009 box sets. The first one is Star Trek The Captain's Summit, and it has a 70 minutes long roundtable discussion between William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, Patrick Stewart, and Jonathan Frakes. And it's hosted by Whoopi Goldberg, who played, of course, the bartender Guinan on Star Trek The Next Generation. And the last disc, number 12, is Star Trek Evolutions, which is basically a series of small, short documentaries. The Evolution of the Enterprise, Villains of Star Trek, I Love the Star Trek Movies, Farewell to Star Trek The Experience, Klingon Encounter, Borg Invasion 4D, and Charting the Final Frontier. I must admit that these are the most boring documentaries I have seen on any official Star Trek product. So I watched it once, but there's just no reason for watching it for the second time, and that was it. That's the complete box set, and now we can see the detailed content for each disc. Star Trek the Motion Picture has the commentary and some documentaries. Star Trek 2 has actually 2 commentary tracks and several documentaries, some of them taken directly from the DVD release. Star Trek 3 has again 2 commentary tracks and several documentaries. And maybe I should tell again that all of the 10 movies are the theatrical cuts, no any special editions or director's cuts. Star Trek 4 again 2 audio commentaries and several documentaries. By the way, on the bottom you can see all the content of the wonderful box set, which is, by the way, my favorite box set of containing Star Trek material, which I have. Star Trek 5 has 2 audio commentaries and several different documentaries, and other stuff like the press conference and even deleted scenes, which is great. They should include them on every movie, but unfortunately they didn't. Unfortunately there is no Mr. Plinkett commentary, which is available on redlettermedia.com. Star Trek VI The Undiscovered Country has 2 audio commentaries and many short documentaries. There is also the 1991 convention presentation. Star Trek Generations, 2 audio commentaries. One of them is by the writers Bren Braga and Ronald D. Moore. And there are also many short documentaries taken directly from the DVD, just like the deleted scenes. This is the 3rd movie which has some deleted scenes. Star Trek First Contact has 3 audio commentaries and many other short documentaries. Some of them created specifically for the Blu-ray, some of them taken from the old DVD release. Unfortunately, no deleted scenes or any of the good stuff. Star Trek Insurrection, there is just 1 audio commentary and several different commentaries plus deleted scenes, which again should be on every movie. And Star Trek Nemesis, 3 audio commentaries plus deleted scenes with intro by Rick Berman, and to me the deleted scenes are actually much better than the stuff which ended up on the movie. So that was it, part 3 of the 3-part review of Star Trek 1 to 10 Blu-ray box set. Wonderful box set, I can clearly recommend it. I'm very happy that I found it for a very good price on eBay. So if you do like these little reviews, I'm doing them every week, so feel free to check any of the previous videos on my channel and maybe even come back next time. Thank you very much for watching, and bye.